Is Andy Sneap the producer of the album?
2015, that would be a no.
Why?
Eat.
Why? You have to point the microphone toward the speaker.
Is Doobie drunken?
I don't know who wants to speak. I don't know that answer to the question.
Alright, do you hate Andy Sneap?
No!
No. Why?
On his knee.
Why do you not hate him? He is Nazi. Sneap. Ich liebe Sneap.
And Sneap is British.
It is
So he goes around fucking killing people for no reason? No, I don't think so.
Alright, so the Moral
Nazi.
Day is not part of this interview. Why is Moral Day not part of this interview?
Because he's sleeping.
That is good excuse. This next question is toward the bass player, Jim.
There you go.
Can you say hello?
Hello.
Alright. Do you now have a different way of saying the expression? I need that like I need a hole in the head.
Yeah, that's so good. Mein Account is kaputt.
So could you seriously tell us about your brain tumor operation?
Nein.
Please, was there any cognitive difference before and after?
Absolutely.
Tell us about that.
I was extremely psychotic before, and now I'm just mildly psychotic.
Could you tell us what was the symptoms of your psychosis? How did you discover your brain tumor? Was it you were talking on the cell phone too much?
No, memory loss and falling down.
No, seriously, tell us about that. I don't mean to joke about it.
It was cognitive. I was born with it. It was 1 in a million. Nothing to do with lifestyle. It was a benign tumor right behind my sinuses, the size of a walnut, and they sucked it out with a big tube through the side of my right side of my brain.
So, are you surprised? Could you point to the part of your skull that has a hole in it? And were you worried before the surgery that there would be problems?
Yeah, just death. That's no big deal.
Was it the kind of tumor that if they opened up your skull, you could die?
Absolutely.
And what made you say, yes, let's do it?
Because the option was to die anyway.
So it was the lesser of the evils, right?
Yeah, and I survived. Nick Toten.
Without trying to be humorous about it, could you tell us what it was like? Because there are other people who use cell phones in the audience, right? And you say it is not cell phone problem to have brain tumors, right?
No.
So, did you have good insurance for it?
Yes, through the Musicians Union. Group death.
But did you say anything to anybody in case you do not come out of it? What is the procedure afterwards?
I said, Auf Wiedersehen, my friends. Goodbye. No, it was pretty fucked up. I had a lot of hallucinations after the surgery.
Oh,
Imaginary friends.
please tell us about it. Did you have hallucinations that were
I don't have to do it for myself.
bizarre, or were they people who had already passed? Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, I spent time with my dead grandfather. I spent a little time in Grimoire World with a bunch of whores. And you were there.
I was in your hallucination.
Yes.
What did I do?
You
Or
were.
what did I do?
You interviewed me. It was a nightmare.
When you had your surgery, did you have an out-of-body experience?
More than once.
Before the surgery?
Never.
But during the surgery, could you tell us about that? And this is not joking. Nobody is permitted to laugh during this.
I left
Can I
my
laugh at the
body.
funny parts?
I left my body. I saw a white light. I was heading for it. The nurse panicked, hit a red button that was a cold red, was bringing in syringes full of adrenaline. She opened the door. I flew back into my body. The bed jumped. She screamed, dropped adrenaline. And then I went back out into a coma state. Woke up a few days later doing the same thing. It was a lot like a bad acid trip.
Do you have experience with the LSD?
Just through your movie. It was a bad acid trip.
Alright, so do not confuse me with the ugly Beelzebub. Everybody hates him. I am Professor Dumdum, scientist of music. I'm not the same person. You have irritable bowel syndrome?
9. Crohn's disease.
Could you tell us the difference between the Crohn's disease and the irritable bowel syndrome?
I do not know the difference.
Fascinating. Did you have to prepare your bandmates for your condition?
Yes, after I shit all over them numerous of times.
Do you have the explosive defecation?
Explosive diarrhea? 9.
Which of you is not going to be allowed to be on the performing of the album of Sanctuary?
No one here.
So the
here.
Me.
that person to the other part of
She
you.
can perform on it too if she wants. We can work something out.
Yeah, work something out.
All right.
She can play
It's a
tambourine or
performance.
something.
Yeah.
Tambourine. Do the hand dancing.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
do hand dancing.
So
Hand,
he
hand
was
dancing.
a guitar player from the band Forced Entry.
Yes.
And is he in the band now because it is fashionable to be retroactive to the thrash period?
I don't
He's in the
think.
band 'cause he's good.
Are you pointing?
Hey, point the microphone to whoever is.
Point.
He's in the band because he kicks ass.
What is Crohn's disease? Could you tell people in the world what is Crohn's disease, and you do not want to be ashamed to be in the same category as irritable bowel syndrome?
Yeah, but who wants to talk about their disease, man? Look that shit up on Wikipedia. You want to fucking talk? Let's talk some cool interview
Hey,
shit,
point the
man.
microphone at Jiminy Cricket.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, what? Oh, you got the camera. You got to listen to me now, huh? That's right.
Hey, point it at Jim. Could you tell us what it is like to have an addiction?
No. Never had one.
Ever in your whole life?
Absolutely not. Kind of addicted to your movies, though.
Is Nevermore going to come out with a new album, and did you have anything to do with it?
I'm offended, and I'm going home.
I have heard, a little birdie told me that somebody in Nevermore, while Warren was passed out, texted the other guitar player of Nevermore, hey, why don't we do another album? Is that true?
Brad?
Fucking no. How the fuck would I know?
They're not in Nevermore.
Where did you hear that? I don't even hear that shit.
But I heard that the bass player of Nevermore had texted the Jeff Loomis, hey, why don't we make up and make another Nevermore album? Is that true?
Hey, check it out. It absolutely could be true. But, you know, Jim, he drinks once in a while. Well, you never throw a drunk text out to your buddy. And Loomis is still around. He lives by us, you know. So we're still friends. See him once in a while. So
Is it true
I mean, that's like calling, like texting one of your ex-girlfriends when you're drunk. Hey, can we just like make up and fuck, you know, tonight? I'll just stop by, you know. And she's like, fuck you. You got a restraining order, motherfucker. I told you. You know, so it's like same thing.
So could you talk about the absence of Andy Sneap from the production of the No Sanctuary album.
Maybe he wasn't even considered. Did you guys talk to Andy
He
Sneap?
was considered. We have never talked to him, but our budget probably wouldn't consider Andy Sneap.
There you go. Budget constraints.
Andy Sneap is great, but you know, hey, maybe our budget wouldn't consider him. So that's all I can say.
There you go.
So you are the instrumentalist of the band. Do you ever sing?
Who?
Either of you.
Brad sings
I
all the
sing.
time. Brad sings great.
Did you watch the show?
I sing too. I can sing some beat.
Apparently not.
Did you watch the show? You probably would have seen me.
Apparently
a
not.
couple times. Sat down here and got fucked up, didn't you?
Did you ever hear
good.
the song Mary Had the Little Lamb?
Sure.
Oh, not this one. Oh boy, here we go. Brad, it's all you.
Sweet. Of course I have.
Could you please sing the song for George Copesgrinder of Cannibal Corpse?
Nope.
How about you, the other guy?
Yeah, the other guy. No, I can't sing it. I can't.
Lenny.
remember it.
It is Mary Had the Little Lamb, Little Lamb, Little Lamb. It's
Mary had a little lamb. I know the fucking song, bro.
Do it, sing it.
Why?
Show that you have pitch recognition. Is Warren and Jim not in this interview out of cowardice, or what is the reason?
Because Worrell's been not drinking for the last month, and he's feeling better and coming back around. His brand's, you know, is participating more. And it's kind of probably hard for him to be backstage with a bunch of drunk fucks like us, fucking, you know? So he's going home and doing the right thing and resting.
Actually, that's not fucking true. They're back in the hotel right now practicing Mary Had a Fucking Little Lamb.
Why is Europe very strong in the metal, and America very strong in the rap that hates metal? Why do you think that is?
Because Americans are fucking stupid? Now, there's some good rap and shit. I don't know, man. Why is it? Because no one's out practicing Mary Had a Fucking Little Lamb.
What about the guitar player? How do you feel about the rap being more popular than Sanctuary?
Well, that totally fucking blows. Boats and hoes. Boats
Why
and
is rap more
hoes.
popular than Sanctuary? That is a good fucking question.
That really is a good question.
Yeah. Brad, what do you think about why is rap more popular than Sanctuary?
Because he gets a push. Because he gets a push by fucking money conglomerates and forced on people with lower IQs, and it's like force fed to people. So then that's what they listen to. It's brainwashing, man.
You are dismissed by the critics because rap is the flavor of the month.
Fuck, what's a nigga to do? You know? You throw your shit out there and you take a fucking shot. Multimedia is flooded the market with all kinds of shit. You're lucky if fucking 20 people listen to your shit because there's so much stuff to listen to, watch, see. So, you know, rap's easy. You ain't gotta think about it.
So when you play Europe, you will have much bigger crowd. What is it that separates the Europeans from the American Indians?
About 30 feet of airspace to the stage.
The American Indians? Is that what you said?
Sanctuary was a dead band for a while. What made it come back to life?
Fucking world, Nevermore fucking breaking up.
What about the original member of Sanctuary? Why is Sanctuary all of a sudden alive? Point the microphone to the speaker.
I don't know who's gonna talk.
Well, he was that soon at least.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think it had anything to do with the Nevermore breakup. personally. It was decided long before that happened.
That's true.
And it really had nothing to do with it. It was just a matter of we got together. We wanted to have a good time, and we started playing together. It was fun. That was it.
You guys also reunited before Nevermore broke up.
This is true.
You realized before Nevermore broke up, but
We're playing
did
that
very...
blues.
What do you think of Jeff Loomis? They had temper tantrum and Nevermore is no longer participating.
I don't know. All I can say about Jeff Loomis is he's one of the greatest metal guitar players I've ever had the experience of playing with.